Welcome to Frank Pello Reports, a feature where Frank shares conversations with members of our community.
Hello, this is Frank. I'm on the old high street. I've made my 6-monthly visit up here to speak to museum curator Steve Paterson about the summer solstice. Hello, Steve.
Hi there.
So, what is the summer solstice?
The summer solstice, well, technically speaking, it is the midpoint of the year. It's the night when it's the shortest night of the year and the longest day of the year. And it's also the point where the sun rises and sets at its southernmost point in the horizon. It's summer. It's the lightest point of the year.
And this year it's on the 21st of June, so it's coming up very soon. And I believe you've got a few. You've got an event planned. What are you up to this year?
Yeah, well, of course, the winter solstice and the summer solstice, as well as being, the sort of, the largest day of the year, is also a high point in the old folklore calendar. There's folkloric customs all over the world that sort of go on around this point, celebrating the summer solstice. And Cornwall has got its own sort of rich seam of folklore sort of surrounding the summer solstice. And here in Falmouth, there's actually a number of things going on. But we have on Saturday, we have Penmore, which is Falmouth's arse. She will be parading through town with all kinds of people making noise and music and revelry and costumes, and will be marching through town. We'll be starting at 3 p.m. outside the Cornish Bank, walking up the main street and up towards the pier. And this is Penmore. He comes out at midwinter and midsummer, and he's been coming out for some years now, and he's become very much part of the of the fabric of Falmouth folklore.
And if people want to join this parade, are they welcome to pop along?
Absolutely. This isn't a performance. This is an actual living folkloric thing. Just come along, join the procession, walk along, and enjoy. And
what do you get out of it? Why do you embrace these folklore customs?
Oh, there's a big question. Now, often have people coming in here and they look at the old arse, which is a strange creature. It's a big horse's skull that's mounted on a pole and has the long trailing cloak and all sorts of things.
You make it sound so sinister, but it's not really, is it?
No, it's great fun. And people sort of come along and say, what does it mean? And well, you see, this is one of these strange folkloric things. There is no sense behind it at all. It just comes out, but there's something inside of it that seems to be hardwired to respond to it. And there's just a wonderful thing about being in there and marching down the street with the arse. It's just great fun. It makes no sense. It's pure folklore, and it's here in Falmouth.
And I suppose nationally, something like the Stonehenge revelries are a similar sort of situation.
Absolutely. Now, we know that sort of people honoured the summer solstice and the winter solstice as well since antiquity. And we know this because many of our prehistoric megalithic sites have very obvious alignments that mark the moment when the sun sets and rises on this particular day. And one very well known example of this, of course, is Stonehenge, where the stone the sun rises over the heel-stone and bathes the stones with light. And of course, a lot of people go up there to sort of witness this, which is a fantastic thing.
Have you ever been up and done that?
I was there way back in the, here we go, way back in the mists of time, back in the 1980s when the old Stonehenge Festival was in full fling. I was there with Hawkwind playing on the main stage, walking up to the stones. As I remember, it was a bit of a gloomy morning. You didn't get much of a sunrise, but yeah, you get the sense of it. Something changing, something growing.
Is there a sort of community in Falmouth for events and instances like this?
Absolutely, it's really nice in Cornwall. I mean, this is something. The midsummer has always been a sort of a big part of the sort of the Cornish folkloric calendar. We've got the Old Cornwall Society on midsummer, which is a few days after the solstice. Who light the bonfires in on the hilltops throughout Cornwall, and we got on the actual solstice morning on Sunday at Pendennis Point. There's Morris dancing and a folkloric performance up there as the sun is rising. It's quite amazing. All kinds of things are going on throughout Cornwall.
Wonderful. So it's really your time of the year. How are things going at the museum?
Yeah, the museum's going great. It's going strength to strength. The collection's growing. There's growing interest from all over. I had, in fact, earlier today, as Frank you witnessed, there was a Mexican punk band came to visit the museum. It's quite amazing the interest that's going along for the place. And of course, I've got the study library here, and there's events going on around here. Yeah, it's becoming quite a hub at the moment.
If people want to find out more about the wonderful events that you put on and the things that you promote that other people are putting on, what's the best way of finding that out?
Well, we've got the Instagram, which is Museum of Folklore and Witchcraft, and that's kind of the best way. I've got the I've got the website, which is Steve Paterson Antiquarian. But a best thing to do, come on in here. It's I'm here at 37 High Street. I'm open 5 days a week. Come into the museum. Always up for a chat.
Wonderful. Well, I would advise anybody interested in anything folkloric to pop on in, heading back to the studio.